You said you can't be embarrassed. You've got the Geraldo Show. NBC's Brandon Tartikoff says this. I wrote this quote down. He said there are two words that serve as a signal that you're operating in an area of questionable taste. Those two words are Geraldo Rivera. Two U.S. senators called it trash TV.
Well, let me go back to Brandon Tartikoff and NBC. I did a 2-hour special for them on Satanism that I believe is still the highest rated multi-hour documentary they've ever aired on NBC network. In terms of the trash TV, that followed the brawl with the skinheads. And a lot of that, not to suggest that it wasn't trash TV to an extent, although I think it was a lot better a show. If you look back on the old shows, it's a lot better than its rap. But the senators, I think, were really instigated by Roger King, who is the producer and co-owner of Oprah's show. And we had gained on Oprah tremendously in the daytime arena. She was unassailable, and our ratings were creeping up, and we were very, very competitive. And I think that Roger stabbed me in the back and went to the senators and got Joe Lieberman of Connecticut, who I subsequently became friends with, and I forget who the other one was, on board, and they started this clean air campaign.
Those are the ones, as you said earlier about your name, you can't seem to shake. Why is that?
You know, that's an excellent question. I think I'm going to leave that one to my biographers to figure it out, assuming anyone ever cares to write about it. Now, if I were to speculate about it, I really was the first of the hippies to be in mainstream broadcasting. When you look at the first, they were basically 50s people that dominated television. I was the first of the long-haired, dope-smoking, progressive, liberal, flamboyant types who blended. Not only could I go and report from some war zone and duck bullets, or, you know, people forget about all the urban stuff, all the, you know, you see with Philip Seymour Hoffman dying of an overdose. I mean, I invented dope coverage on TV. First one ever to show, I won the Columbia DuPont for drug crisis in East Harlem. First one to show junkies shooting up. First one to show junkies full face. First one to confront, you know, the pushers and all the rest of it. Now, the trash TV aspect of it was directly related to the violence of the confrontation with the skinheads and the phenomenon that I invented and subsequently was so embarrassed by that I had to leave daytime television, the dissecting and exposing of the weaknesses of the inner city family in terms of who's your baby's daddy and all that stuff, and the DNA test. They didn't invent DNA, and then they did when in the later part, and I just couldn't stand it anymore.